Hello, guys. Well, this is an update of the technical analysis of my live stream. So last time I said, well, I'm expecting a bounce. Remember, I said yes, potentially we'll see a bounce. And after that, well, 67, 68 around there, and from there, potential sell signal. And looking for continuation. And the reason is simple is because Bitcoin is not the first time I see something like this. Actually, Bitcoin sometimes, not all the time, but in the last moment, right here, when curve is about to test a line, Bitcoin wants to pump a little bit, and after that, well, wait for it because we will see a potential sell signal in one the chart, maybe next week, I think. Next week. Now, there are some positive things actually now they are happening here. Let me show you here. We have a 3-day chart buy signal right now. Yeah, and as you can see here, volatility is super low. So breaking in 3-day chart 70k, yes, potentially we can see we could see around 74, 75, and even 80k potentially, yes. But the question is if actually that is possible. Um, my concern right now here is weekly chart, as I said before. We have weekly chart, the projection is still sideways and downside, as you can see here, but maybe, yeah, if we see a new high, it would be nice. Something I would like to see is a better variance, something like that, something like this, right? It will be actually very good. But actually, I think Bitcoin is gonna stay just in sideways all this month, where actually 68, 67,000 will be the resistance, and waiting for the monthly close. And let me show you here the monthly. Monthly here actually is looking well. Um, what I can say is eventually we'll see a sell signal here. Yeah. The question is when. It could be this month. It could be next month. We have 2 weeks to. We have 2 weeks left, so we have to wait a little bit more. But yeah, I mean the odds are still low. I mean to think like Bitcoin is gonna just keep pumping forever and ever. I don't think so. But if we see validations, it's very easy. You see the monthly the resistance are 70k, 70, 60, between 68 and 70k in the monthly. If Bitcoin close above this area by the end of the month around 70k, yeah, potentially we could see continuation, and I will be happy to tell you like I was wrong, and Bitcoin will just keep pumping a little bit more. But I will just be careful here. In my case, I was in long position at $62,000, 600 around here. I opened a long position. Why? Because in 12-hour chart we had a buy signal here a few days ago. Let me show you here. One moment. Here, as you can see here, we have a buy signal here with volatility contracting here. Volume was very healthy, and I opened a long position around this area, looking for actually $66,000, $67,000, and I closed my position a couple days ago. Yeah, because well, that's my trade. That was my trade. Um, 67, 60, as you can see here in volume profile, is resistance. Now, if we use a VWAP, let me show you here. The resistance is actually at this area around $66,000, $67,000. Now, when I see Bitcoin, any asset testing the same resistance a couple times, one here, you can say maybe this one as well, and here the potential is we can start thinking maybe we could see a break, where the next resistance is going to be around 70k, as I said before. Yeah. Now, the projection right now for Bitcoin is still to the upside, right? But I am very defensive right now because actually I'm looking for something like this, right? Something like this, right? Looking for a sell signal here. I will change my mind if I see two things. First of all, Bitcoin above the 70k, and second, the volume breaking the ME55. As you can see here, Bitcoin is about to test this weekend the ME55 here, and usually is actually rejection, something like this, right? Testing here, and after a rejection, and well, as you can see, in this case, it was just sideways. Now, there are some good things. Yes, 3-day chart by signal. Let me show you here. 3-day chart buy signal here. Even last time when we got a buy signal in 3-day chart, it was when Bitcoin was around in February, when Bitcoin was around $44,000 and all the way up with a, well, 74. The same conditions, volatility contraction here, volatility contraction here. Technically speaking, is it still to the upside? Yes. But the biggest difference right now here is actually higher time frames. In this time, Bitcoin was bullish because weekly was bullish, monthly was bullish. Right now, weekly is still bullish. I mean, it's still an uptrend, and monthly is still an uptrend. But there are some concerns now. One more thing. I will change my mind maybe next month, as long as Bitcoin is about 60K, only if, in this case, 5-day chart. Let me show you here. 5-day chart is doing something very interesting. It's about to test a settle line here. Settle line here, and Bitcoin, technically speaking, is doing very well right now. It's not crashing, right? So if we see the weekly this chart uh, printing maybe a potential buy signal next month, well, we can start looking for continuation. As I said before, in my case, I am defensive. If you want to buy Bitcoin right now here and looking for 100K, 200K, well, it's up to you. In my case, it's not a good deal. Why? Because, well, let me show you. From this point, for example, at $66,000 to $80,000, for example, you're in FOMO, is only 20%. So that is the risk and reward is not good because, well, just 20%, I don't know. No, I don't feel comfortable just buying right now here just to even 100K is around a 30%, something like that. Yeah, 30%. Let me show you here. 100K is around 40%. I mean, it's quite good actually, yes, but 40% in the long term for Bitcoin actually is not good. In my case, when I'm thinking to buy, I mean, not trade, buying Bitcoin is because I want to make at least 100%, right? Something like this, right? Beautiful like this, yes. So it takes time, right? So in my case, I am not buying here. I am just trading, and I will just trade all the way up if we see another leg up, right? So remember what I said before. Timing is extremely important, right? And when the chart is about time, I'm looking for actually a fake out, yeah. But the only potential invalidation for this channel, for this technical analysis, is a 3-day chart because we have a buy signal here, okay, and volatility contracted here. So in this time frame, well, it should be sideways, right, and to the upside right now here, right. My question is if weekly chart actually is gonna allow that, right? Because as I said before, I have rules and I have to follow rules, right? If we have a sell signal here, and actually, well, I told you before, sorry, in my previous live stream, where we have every time when we have a sell signal here in weekly chart, in general, is not very good, right? So let's see. So recap for Bitcoin because I'm gonna finish very soon. In 4-hour chart, let me show you here. If you're looking for trades right now, here in 4-hour chart, there is a sell signal right now. There is no better divergence here, and as long as Bitcoin is above $63,000, everything should be fine as long as it's holding this area in 4-hour chart. In 1-day chart, well, I am not saying short, right? But this is actually the area between $68,000 to start looking for potential, maybe sell opportunity or short. Remember, manage your risk because Bitcoin is still bullish, right? Not the same as before, but it's still bullish. The trend is your friend, and Bitcoin is above the MA55 right now. It's not breaking the MA55. This is just a bounce here. This is just a bounce, right? I want to see a very strong candle breaking right the MA55, but for now, well, Bitcoin is just testing resistance. That's why this area was my area to sell, right? Because this is resistance, right, around this area. So be careful if you want to short because remember, Bitcoin is still bullish, right, in higher time frames with some warnings. And remember this, we have the bi-monthly here with a shot in a start. Shot in a start. This is a very, 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 very strong signal here. Careful here because if you are thinking to buy here, good luck with that. Yeah. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.